Pat Sloan here, and I am showing you part 2 of my bonus tip, which is sewing a pre-cut unit. Here's Grandma's Kitchen. The first 2 rows are pre-sewn to the second 2 rows that are pre-sewn of Grandma's Kitchen. And I had you trim one side straight, the bottom side, which is going to be sewn to the top side of the second section. And then I've also trimmed the edges. You can see over here, this edge. And I did the same on the far edge because I want to be matching, edge to edge. And I don't want all the extra backing hanging out. This is just one method of sewing 2 pre-quilted units together. Now, I want the center mark, so I folded, I took this, folded it over, marked the center. Same with the second unit, because I'm going to be matching those and matching the ends. So let's flip this over. The magic of doing one-handed quilting. So you can see, like down here, I'm looking for the pins. Here's this one. So I will be matching this edge of what is now, right sides together, the top 2 rows and the bottom 2 rows. This bottom 2 rows has this extra backing hanging out. See, there's the back. And that's because this will be turned under and then turned under and hand stitched to cover this seam when I'm done. So I will pin those 2 together. Then I will come along to the far edges and pin those, and then pin in between the 2. Let me move back a little bit. So I'll be pinning in between the center and the end. But what I want to do is look for any points that I want to keep track of. So here on the top of the bottom section are these points. So when I go to match this, I want to stick a pin right in there where that point is, so that when I sew this seam along here, I will keep it as good, good to the point as possible. Now I'm going to go ahead and pin all this, and the rest of the tutorial will be photo step outs, and you can see, I'll show you the seam, I'll show you opening it back up, pressing, and then folding over the backing to cover that seam. So this is Pat Sloan. This is part 2 of the Quilt Your Own Quilt with bonus tip of sewing pre-quilted units together.